And we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It's the pregame for Lakers and the Heat tonight at the Crypt. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here from Lakers Fast Break. Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcast. Plus, also as well, Inside Sports Fantasy Football. Also as well, of course, LakersBall.com with Joe Soro and Oxide 247. And also, of course, he owns a company, Simblades. Simblades.com. Our good friends Jamie and Tom. They're the guys behind Lakerholics.com. And of course, our good friends like Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Absolutely. Support his channel. Of course, also Lakers in 5. Empire Jeff TV, who was just talking about the Dodgers, about maybe another pitcher they might have. So go ahead and check out what he has to say whenever possible at Empire Jeff TV. Lakers in 5, of course, always talking about those Lakers rumors. And of course, Lakers Corner, Larry Lakers Dribbling Chit Chat, the John McCalian channel. And please support all of those channels and our channel as well by liking and subscribing. And if you're on Facebook watching this or Twitter, follow us to get the latest notifications on when we go live on the air with the latest Lakers Fast Break podcast. Well, welcome everyone to the first game of 2024. Happy New Year for the Lakers. Will it be a Happy New Year for the Lakers? We'll find out here in just a few minutes as the Lakers get set to play against the Miami Heat tonight at the Crypt in a month. I'm not going to just say it's a must-win game, Daniel Barry. I think it's going to be more like a must-win month. You've got the predominant amount of games at home, the predominant amount of games on a every other day basis. There's only a back-to-back later in the month, at the end of the month. In fact, I was just checking it out because I was just lining up all the playbacks and scheduling that out for the rest of the month. So it looks like this month should be shaping up to be a good month for the Lakers and its fans with a lot of home games. So it starts tonight against the Miami Heat. So hopefully we will go ahead and be able to go and pull off the victory. Z says, hey guys, just be on the chat for now. Work finally a lineup that makes sense, by the way. Geez, it took ages and loses. Yeah, it did take a lot of losses, absolutely. Kurt says, Feliz New Year, amigos. Absolutely. ¿Cómo está, Kurt? Hopefully it's muy bien for you. Great to have you here. Do want to say, though, that Zangerstein is alluding to a lineup change, which we will discuss, and injuries, which we will discuss right now, because Rui Hashimura has been listed as having a grade 1 calf strain. It's been diagnosed as a grade 1 calf strain. He will be day-to-day moving forward, says Coach Darvin Ham, and D'Angelo Russell is still out with that bruised tailbone. So just wanted to go ahead and mention that to everyone out there, that D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hashimura are out. So the starting lineup for today, and for the first time back in the starting lineup since November the 8th, Austin Reeves. I know I was listening to the Low Post. He was on with Tim McMahon. They were talking about how they couldn't believe that Austin Reeves was not back in the starting lineup. Well, there are reasons why he was in the starting lineup, and obviously it's defensive related. I don't think they see that part of the ball and seeing the ball and the issues there, but hopefully those defensive concerns can be mitigated enough so that he can actually go ahead and work some magic tonight back in the starting lineup since November, his first time since November the 8th, as he steps in there. He's going to be in the starting lineup along with Cam Reddish returning to the starting lineup once again. Taurean Prince, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James is your starting lineup against the Miami Heat. Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez Jr. And how frustrating is that to see for Lakers fans that the Miami Heat are starting the player that was drafted right after our rookie, Jalen Hood-Schifino. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and Kyle Lowry is the rest of the Miami Heat starting lineup. So hopefully we will see the Lakers performing tonight and at a play at a, just at a way that they're going to go ahead and get more comfortable, get things back at square, get things back on the road, get things back into gear as far as the Lakers are concerned, because they do have a ton of home games this month. And there's no more excuses for the Lakers this time around, because this month is going to be the key month of the season, whether or not the Lakers will be able to turn it around. Zangerstein says usually 2 weeks. Well, again, he's listed as day to day. That is the official word from Darvin Ham. So I'm going to go with day to day going forward at this point in time and not assume if it's 2 weeks or not. So I'm going by day to day what the actual team's staying at this point in time. So it will probably be around that 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even less, but who knows? I'm just going to go with day to day at this point in time and going forward. Kurt Ferris says, I hope Max gets some decent minutes tonight. I don't know which Max you're going to get. You're going to get the Max who has played good on a small amount of occasions, or are you going to get the Max that has struggled for most of the season? We'll see. Bigger samples of Max Christie have not bode well for Lakers fans, and I'll just make that abundantly clear. But unlike Joe and Stowe Hansen, I do think he'd be an NBA player someday as far as a regular rotation player. I hope that day starts now. I hope that day starts very soon, and I hope that day starts for the Lakers as he will get some minutes tonight. He's going to because of D'Angelo Russell's being out with his bruised tailbone. So I expect Max to get some burn. Whether or not he takes advantage of it, we'll have to wait and see. But it is the Lakers Fast Break. Truly appreciate you joining us. We'll also be here, of course, for the post-game show. But please join us as well. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break for all the fun right there on playback. I've actually already got it up. So if you want to go ahead and already start there, go ahead. We've got you covered right there on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Is Jimmy playing at this point in time? What I see right now is no. He is inactive tonight with a right foot irritation, Jimmy Butler. Haywood Highsmith, Caleb Martin, and Drew Smith are the other injuries and inactives for the Miami Heat tonight. So Jimmy Butler is out of the lineup. Injuries and inactives for the Los Angeles Lakers are Colin Castleton, Alex Fudge on the G League two-way, Demoy Hodge and Maxwell Lewis on G League assignments as well. Gabe Vincent still out with that left knee surgery. He's going to be out for another 6 to 8 weeks. D'Angelo Russell is still out with that tailbone contusion, aka the bruise. And Rui Hashimura is listed as day-to-day with that left calf strain. So that's your injuries and your reports right there. Key to the Lakers, again, if you take a look at the numbers, their offense is in the bottom 10 in the NBA, and their perimeter defense on what they give up as far as shooting on the three-point area is also kind of disturbing. So those are the areas of need and that need to be addressed. So hopefully that the Lakers can go ahead and find some rhythm on offense, find a little bit more consistent shooting, and be able to go ahead and contest out to the three-point line just a little bit more than what they've been doing in recent weeks. Also being able to go ahead and, not only defend the rebound area and get rebounds on the defensive end, but also try and see the novel concept of getting some offensive rebounds as well, because they are one of the worst offensive rebounding teams, plus also giving up offensive rebounds as well. Plus the free throw advantage they had over any other team in the league last year, they are no longer have. They're actually 9th or 10th, depending on who you ask, as far as the free throw disparity. So they are only 9th right now in the league, and that was something that they took advantage of last year. Plus their pace and their transition, as I always talk about, the Lakers are much better in the transition and unfortunately have not gotten as much of that this year. So definitely looking forward to seeing if they can rebound, get in transition, and get good looks on the offense and actually move the ball around. How about that concept? Man and ball movement in the offense would be absolutely amazing right there for you. So hopefully we can go ahead and get that. Zangerstein says, just stop playing Max with the ball on PNRs. Well, Max is an off-ball player. You do not put Max on the ball or have him go ahead and try and work too hard on the offense. You need to have him moving and cutting and or spotting up for a three. That's what he does. He is not an initiator in the offense. He is actually more of an off-ball individual who has to shoot well in order to stay on the floor. So we'll see what happens. But great to have you here, Doobie Blue Magic. Hopefully, that's Doobie says, let's see how Ham can ham it up tonight. Well, don't you hate Ham in wins and losses? I believe you do. You've got that trademark, my friend. You've got that trademark indeed. But is the Lakers fast break? JSJ, again, I will confirm to you that Jimmy Butler is out of the lineup tonight. So there are no excuses for the Lakers. The Lakers have LeBron and AD. Miami does not have Jimmy Butler in the lineup, there are no excuses. They got to go ahead and get the win tonight. Lakers have to start off 2024 on a good note and start this month strong and get this month strong because they have a lot of home games at the Crypt. Very familiar confines for them. Hopefully, the LA gear store inside the Crypt actually has Lakers clothing in there and Lakers gear in there, unlike when I went there last week. So I was kind of bummed about that. But I'm assuming if it's a home game for the Lakers, that they've actually pulled it out of the closets and storage spaces that they have it there for, and actually will have it available for its consumers, which kind of is disappointing to me. But hey, finally there. Let's get the job done. Let's get a victory tonight for the Lakers. I know Joe will be alongside later on here, hopefully here on the broadcast. Also, as well, I'm hoping to see if I can get either Laker Nick live on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. John will not be with us as far as from Lakers Corner tonight. He's hoping to be on the next game with us, and definitely would like to see and hear your thoughts. Big shout out to Douglas, who gave us props for our last few shows. He had heard that we had received some criticism, and he wanted to go ahead and let us know that he's enjoyed some of our shows of recent note better and more than any of the shows in the recent past. He says it's some of our best work in recent weeks. So he gave us a full compliment of that. That made us feel real good. So Douglas, props to you on that. Truly appreciate it. But it is the Lakers again playing tonight against Miami at the Crypt. Looks like they're still doing the festivities here at half court. The game is available on national television. They're still taking pictures right now. It's funny because JHS is taking a picture with some fans right next to Triple J. And don't we wish as fans it could be the other way around as what warm-up jerseys they're wearing right now. So yes, definitely we'll get to take a look at the UCLA homegrown product in Jaime Jaquez Jr. We'll get to see him up close and personal tonight. Adam says at least they got guys in the starting lineup that can score tonight, and I agree with you. That's true. They do have Austin Reeves there in the starting lineup. The thing is, will teams attack him and put him at the point of attack? How will he be able to handle it? Will he be able to be a lot better defensively than he has all season? Because he has regressed since FIBA on the defensive end, and that's been a major reason why he was coming off the bench. So hopefully this can start where he's playing well enough on both ends of the floor to dictate him and mandate him as a permanent resident in the starting lineup going forward. Because I know a lot of you out there have been complaining, why isn't Austin Reeves in the starting lineup? I've heard all the ESPN guys saying, why isn't Austin Reeves in the starting lineup? Well, Austin Reeves is now in the starting lineup. Let's see if he can hold firm on that. So we'll tell you our thoughts on that, obviously, after the game to see if it works out. But yeah, no excuses. The no excuses time starts now. It's 2024. No more excuses. The Lakers are 17-17, 10th place in the Western Conference. There's no more room for error at this point in time. And we saw this last year. They were already on the road. They were already improving. You already saw signs of hope for the Los Angeles Lakers fans at that point in time. You saw signs of a turnaround already. Will we see those signs coming up here starting with tonight's game? We'll wait and see, but definitely looking forward to seeing what tonight's game is going to be all about. Lakers again, 17-17, 10th place in the Western Conference. They are 8 games out of first place in the Western Conference. So we need to go ahead and start having a good record here at home, having a good record this month, and it all starts tonight against the Miami Heat. Looking forward to a good game. Again, you can join us, playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break, playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. They're just showing on the screen the tremendous recent success for Anthony Davis. And, we have asked for that type of consistency from Anthony Davis, and we have gotten it. And yet we have very little to show for it. And that's something that's been very disappointing, is that LeBron James has played fantastic. Anthony Davis has played fantastic, yet we have so little to show for it, and that's something that has to change, and has to change starting tonight against the Miami Heat. Going to enjoy it on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. I hope you will as well. But this is Gerald Glassford. Any last questions or thoughts before we get to the game? Let me know right there in the chat, right here at the Lakers Fast Break. Looking forward to a good game tonight. Definitely would love to hear your thoughts, especially on the post game, as far as your initial thoughts on Austin Reeves getting back into the starting lineup. Looking forward to seeing what we can do from there. But yeah, anything that you guys are all about as far as what we want in the chat, always welcome to do so. Let us know your thoughts here, playback.tv, in the comments below on Facebook or YouTube. I get them, I get to them, and I try to respond as best I can to them. So cannot thank you enough for doing that. Blue Magic says, who's going to have a breakout game tonight? I hope it's not Triple J for Miami. I'm going to be honest with you on that. It's going to make it's going to give Joe a rant even more on the JHS draft. Zangerstein says, hit your open threes, please. I think for tonight, it's got to be Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves, this is his opportunity to get back in the starting lineup. I don't know if you want to believe what Anthony Irwin has been putting out there, as far as if you believe him or not believe him in regards to the supposed problems between Austin Reeves and Darvin Ham. So I don't know. I mean, again, it's Anthony Irwin reporting on that, so you could take that for what it's worth. But we'll see. But my breakout star of the game tonight hopefully will be Austin Reeves again in the starting lineup for the first time since November 8th. And before we head on out, awesome guy who's here is going to also be hopefully a great part of our playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break live coverage. It is Laker Nick. Laker Nick, great to have you here. No D'Angelo Russell, no Rui Hashimura, both out day to day. Austin Reeves back into the starting lineup, answering a lot of the prayers of a lot of the people out there and also a lot of the experts out there. Your thoughts on Austin Reeves going back into the starting lineup tonight?
Hey Gerald, thanks for hosting. And I know the game's about to start any minute, but yeah, I'll just have to give props to you because you called it at some point that Austin Reeves would be a starter again. We'll see how long this lasts, but it is an interesting starting lineup to say the least. I don't think we've seen it at all this season so far, so we'll see how Austin Reeves meshes with Torian Prince and Cam Reddish. Obviously, he's played alongside LeBron and Anthony Davis, but just seeing that mix of players is interesting. I'm not too sure what to expect, but as you noted, Austin Reeves is due to have a breakout game, and hopefully, it's tonight.
Hopefully it is tonight, my friend. I'm looking forward to it. Your thoughts, though, on the key to this game in regards to the Lakers offense, which is in the bottom 10 in the league. Obviously, perimeter defense giving up way too many threes. And the fact is, they don't have the same type of transition and free throw game that they once did last season, which made them so successful. Your thoughts on what needs to change around this month with a whole bunch of home games looking straight in the face at them?
Yeah, Gerald. I think it starts with obviously a defensive commitment, and a big marker for that has to be a commitment on the glass, picking up rebounds both on the defensive and offensive end. If the Lakers could, dominate on the rebounds, they have a good shot of dominating the game. They could also, once you do have your defense meshing and going, I think it is much easier to get into a flow of an offense. Obviously, with Darvin Ham, aka Pockets, we haven't really seen much of an offensive system here, other than LeBron kind of dictating what goes on the floor. But I'm really hoping that LeBron and Anthony Davis get some help tonight from the role players. We know that there are absences, but that said, people like Austin Reeves, Prince, Cam Reddish, they need to step up, and so we really do need get some assistance for our 39-year-old still superstar and our Anthony Davis, who has actually played very well this season. He's been available and I think somewhat overlooked, but here at the LFB we tell like it is, and Anthony Davis definitely deserves some props for stepping up so far this season.
We were complaining early on in the season that this was a holdover as far as the inconsistency by Anthony Davis. These past 6 weeks, Nick, that has not been the case. He has given us everything. He has come off the floor each and every time he's fallen. He's gotten up, he's played, he's been available. Him and LeBron both a couple games off here and there, but that's neither here nor there. You've gotten excellent value from LeBron and AD this past 6 weeks. It's been the rotation, it's been the rest of the guys and the coaching that has let down this team so far in December leading into 2024.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Gerald. And I think you might have the stat, but I think Anthony Davis is in the top 2 or 3 players with minutes played so far in the
Yep.
league.
Yes.
And that's not only commendable, but I'll be the first to say it is surprising. I was not anticipating Anthony Davis to have this availability, especially him turning 30 this past year, and obviously with his injury history and the availability issues that he's had in the past. But he most certainly has stepped up so far this season. I'm hopeful that he stays healthy. Hopefully, you and I did not jinx him tonight. But uh, I expect that Anthony Davis to continue to play, and hopefully, he continues to be available.
Once again, it is the Lakers fast break. It is Laker Nick. I'm truly blessed, and whenever he can stop by, whether it's here or on playback.tv/Lakers fast break. So Doobie says we're going to win the next 10 games, I believe, in a row. Doobie, who hates ham in wins and losses, he might need to register a trademark. I was telling him earlier on that, but I want to ask you this. What do you think will happen in the next 10 games? Mind you, the predominant amount of those outside of a game in Utah will be at the Crypt.
Yeah, Gerald. To state the obvious, the big question mark here is going to be the role players, and I'm not only just talking about the inconsistency that the role players have demonstrated so far this season, but also the inconsistent availability of them. Um, as you've noted, people like Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, obviously Gabe Vincent is out. We have other players like Demoy Hodge, Alex Fudge, Castleton, but it's a question mark how much we could count on them, and others like Hood Shafino and Max Christie who also have their issues. And so this stretch, this longer stretch at home, it's going to be a test, I think, in showing how our role players step up or not. It's going to be an audition of sorts, I expect, Gerald, with the trade deadline coming up next month. I'm sure that these role players understand that this is a business, and this coming month, it might be a big audition for them to step up and see if they actually have a roster spot 5-6 weeks from now.
Terrific insight there from Nick, our awesome Laker Nick. Go ahead, check him out each and every time out here at the Lakers Fast Break or on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. You can sign up for free, join us for the whole fun and shebang as we go ahead and watch the Lakers and Miami Heat. I'll be on there in just a few seconds. Hopefully, Nick will join me there as well. Looking forward to the game, my friend. Any last thoughts as the tip off happens right about now, my friend?
Just expecting a win, hopefully, Gerald. The Miami Heat, they always played hard. Obviously, they were our finals rivals in 2020. I do have a soft spot for Triple J, but hopefully he doesn't have a good game tonight.
He'll
And
be playing in front of the home fans.
in front of the home fans, and I'm sure some of his family members are probably there as well. So we'll see how the Lakers shape up. Hopefully, LeBron and AD get some much needed support from what should be the supporting cast.
We'll see. The game has tipped off. We'll bring it to you on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break, and we'll be back here after the game right here on the Lakers Fast Break podcast. Enjoy, everyone, and go Lakers. Thanks, Nick. Truly appreciate it as always, my friend. See you on playback.